What up, fam? Amani Channel, about to get into this social distancing 101 in video. Now, tell me if this video is stuttering and hiccuping because I think it is. Let me switch cameras here because I don't know what's going on. All right, so there we go. That's a little bit better. All right, so I'm not sure what's going on with my software. I use Ecamm, which is generally a great streaming software, but I just updated it and it looks like it's having some sort of issues. So I can't use the really nice camera, the DSLR. Let me try to get going one more time for you here. But you know, this is all about. First of all, this is the Video Confidence Accelerator, where I help you conquer your fears with simple, easy to use, no-brainer, no tech skills to make videos, no-brainer tech solutions to make videos, rather. So that's what I'm going to share. And this is all about social distancing. So we are living in a new world. Hopefully everybody survived the day, which I'm assuming if you're watching this right now, you did. But you know, it's a new world, right? Where I was working from home. My son is home from school. My wife is still doing real estate, which is going fine. So she's still out on her property. She's sitting on a new construction property. So that's still going good. Fingers crossed that her closings happen this week, because it looks like the country is starting to shut down, right? Now, I've decided not to be a doom and gloom guy. So I was watching, I follow like a lot of law of attraction YouTubers. And this one female that I follow, she had an extensive video just on how we can thrive during times of disaster. And a lot of it is our mental state, how we look at it. So if we look at it like it's an opportunity, like it's not a negative thing, it just is what it is. It's kind of a neutral event. It can sort of help us look at the opportunities that exist with this current situation that's going on. And so think about that instead of thinking about the challenges that your business might have. Look at the opportunities. Look at the holes you can fill. Be creative in how you approach everything. All right, because that's the approach that I've decided to take, and I want you to take the same approach. All right, so first of all, before we get into this, I want you to go ahead and say, hey, if you're watching this live. If you're watching this on the replay, put hashtag replay. This is, all about social distancing. This is my 101 video to help you understand the video landscape that we're living in and how you can use videos to actually reach new people, how to build stronger connections, and hopefully have a positive impact on your business. All right, so let me jump into. I see Deborah Bechtel. What up, Debbie Jacobson? I still don't use Debbie Jacobson, so I'm gonna see. Debbie's one of my old news friends from Tampa. Thanks for watching. Let me pull this up on my phone so I can monitor the comments first and foremost, because we've got to make this interactive. And go ahead and shout out where you are and what your business is and what you want to learn in this session, or what your biggest video challenge is to date, if you have any. Because there we go. Got this up. All right, so we're good to go. All right, so I have some custom slides. I see the hearts. I appreciate that, Debbie. And if anybody else is watching, please feel free to comment, because I want to make this a conversation, of course. All right, don't want to make this one-sided. Let me see if I got this other. Did I get this other camera going? So I got this. See, this camera just it looks great, but it's just very stuttery. So I'm unfortunately not gonna be able to use it. So I'm gonna go with this one then. All right, and then I have my eyesight camera too, but this one's just. I have to move over here so I'll be centered up. I don't like that camera anyway, so we're gonna stick this camera in there. Now I see my comments coming through. All right, so hey Kim, hey everybody who's watching this, go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know that you're here, and let me hop into my slides, because I like to create slides for you to follow along with. So let me get these going here, and let's jump into it. All right, so we're talking about social distance proof your business by creating videos on your own. This is kind of a continuation, because if any of you were on my main Facebook page, I actually did a trial by fire. I did this is a more of an advancing last night's conversation. So if you watched last night's live stream, I appreciate you. I'm going to dig a little bit deeper this week, but I don't want to take a lot of your time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you exactly how to craft visual stories to survive social distancing, to serve, sell, and save time, even if you're not 100% comfortable with talking on camera or the tech. And it says, what does it say? Taking on camera? Should be I'm always making typos. Let me tell you something. I'm not Let me go here and fix this with, oh, speaking on camera. All right, so that's fine. I'm not the, I'm a journalist, but hey, I've been known to make a typo or two, so forgive me if you see one or two in this presentation. So if you're in this group, you already know me. I'm Amani Channel. I'm a video guy. I've been worked in broadcasting or video production for 20 plus years. I was actually nominated for an Emmy this past year for my work at Fox 5, which I'm very proud of. I was speaking at an event, at a mastermind event last week, and one of my coaches was like, "Man, you need to use that in your marketing. You need to embrace that you're an Emmy nominated producer." So that's what I am. But most importantly, I love educating and mentoring. All right, so that's what we're here to do. That's what I'm here to help you do, help you get your video production knowledge on. And so, you know, I've worked in the media for a while here. I've had some good times, some bad times. When I first started reporting, Debbie will attest to this. I'm sure I slaughtered a live shot or two when you were producing, but I finally figured it out after a mentor came to me. He was like, Amani, a lot of people talk about you behind your back, which that's what happens, because I was really struggling. I would get nervous. I would get anxious. I would stutter. I was really awful, and it just took me having a mentor who finally helped me realize that I could speak in my own authentic voice, because I'm a little bit more laid back. I wasn't like an in-your-face kind of hard-nosed journalist. I was a little more, he'd call me cool. I'm not going to say that I'm cool, but, you know, that's kind of my demeanor. It's a little more laid back, and Debbie says, you go on and leave a story, Debbie, because I'm sure everyone, okay, you're being too kind. Everyone starts somewhere. Okay, she's being super nice to me. But she knows she wanted me off the air, because I'm sure some folks are like, Amani needs to be off the air, because Tampa's a big market, and I really, really struggled through my first couple of years, but I finally figured it out. So are you in the right place? Well, you are in the right place. If social distancing has you worried about your business, about your sales, about making new connections, you know, because a lot of us are going to be kind of, you know, I'm not going to be doom and gloom kind of guy, but my wife is more extroverted. She's like, I can't staying in the house. Whereas I'm like, shoot, I'll just sit back and chill and wait this one out. Now, yes, I did have the guts, Debbie, but still, come on now. All right. If you're having trouble speaking on camera or using the equipment and you're missing out on leads, growing your fans or followers, you're in the right place. Or if you're ready to launch a course, YouTube channel, or go live, but fear stops you. And last but not least, you struggled long enough and you're ready for some mentorship to take your business to the next level. All right, so that's if you're in the right place. If you're in the wrong place, if you just want to get rich quick solution to solving all your business pains, because it's going to take some creativity. It will, but I'm here to help you. So one of my students, her name is May Urbano, she said that freeze frame. She said that it's easier because you're only speaking to a camera. Now that's what I say too, because I'm introverted. Some extroverts have some different challenges, but I've helped introverts and extroverts. Folks who are really camera shy, I like to say, because, you know, labels are labels, and I don't know how you identify, but at the end of the day, no one is really comfortable speaking on camera the first, second, third, or fourth time they do it. So I'm here to help you do that. So that's what May Urbano said. She was trying to create a YouTube channel, which she was successfully able to do. Chip Dezard's he's a destination wedding videographer. I was actually talking to him last night, and he's like, man, he's like, I'm trying to see what's going to happen with this coronavirus stuff, because his events are getting canceled. But, you know, it's just going to take some creativity. Let me also do this, because I have my lower third. Oh my gosh, I have my lower third in here, which I don't need to have it on the slides. So let me lose my lower third. Give me a second here, folks, while I do this. Where is my lower third? There it is. All right. All right. So it's going to take some creativity, let's all admit. But when Chip first started making videos, he was like challenged with speaking with confidence. But after a little bit of mentorship, some help, he now does live streams. He connects with new customers. He actually said that 75 to 85% of his business comes from social media, social video. This was pre-social distancing, but even still. And then Shayna is one of my newer clients that I work with, Shayna Atkins. I didn't have her name there, but Shayna says that he can help a lot of us scale and oh my gosh, scare. It's not scare, it's scale. Ha 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 ha. I can laugh about it now. he can help a lot of us scale as service-based businesses. And when she first started making videos, she was a rock star on stage, but the video thing was just a little bit different. There are some nuances about speaking on camera. So I'm pretty sure I can help you as well. Now, why make videos? So I can share the stats about how videos are great for sales, are great for the buying decision, great for marketing, etc. But at the end of the day, your story needs to be shared and the world has changed. All right. First and foremost, just understand that we're living in a different type of environment right now. It really is. But through video, you can control the narrative. So if I didn't want to divulge with you that I once struggled on camera, I could be like, yo, I've worked in TV for 20 plus years and I've done this or that. But hey, I feel like being honest and transparent is the best way to go. But at the end of the day, you control what you share with your audience. It's also great for influence, sales, media attention. And the best reason to go use video is because you can. Now, even if you're a challenge, just think about this. If you worked for a TV station, if you have ever been in that environment, there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars worth of equipment that a broadcast station has to invest in to go live, to share content. Hey, what's going on, Christine? Good to see you here. But you know, you can use your smartphone. You can use, all you need is an internet connection, a video, and some content, a webcam, and some content, and you can go live. So just imagine, or you can make videos. You can share it on YouTube. But it's because the technology is now in everybody's pocket. It's in everybody's hand. So why not take advantage and start experimenting with it? All right. So you need two things, only two things to really start getting started with video. You need a message. I don't see or hear you. Is my audio not working? Who's saying they don't see or hear? Can you not hear me, folks? I think you guys can hear me, right? Let me check my. I'm scared now. I'm sure my folks will let me know if I wasn't right. Okay, I see my meter, so I think I'm good on. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you can hear me. I'm pretty sure you can hear me. Don't see or hear me. Do you see my slides? Debbie says, I hear you. Okay, that's all I need to know. Thank you. So you need to have a message and a story and have some video gear and know how to use it. If you have those two things, you can really, awesome, thanks Kim. You can get started with video. So in my previous lesson, I sort of talked about hiring a professional versus doing it yourself, but I would assume you're ready to DIY it. So if that's the case, that means that you have the time and money. Christine, check your speakers or check your settings because everyone else can hear me. So I'm not sure what's going on. All right, so you DIY when you have the money to invest in the equipment and you have the time to figure out how to use it. You can handle the tech, the setup, etc. You have a service or product that you can share the benefits online. So, I would say that video can't 100% solve all business problems or business woes. Like if you have a restaurant and they say that if the government shuts down, says that no one can go out to restaurants or eat, then, this probably won't help you so much. But if you have a service-based business, let's say you're a relationship coach, you can make adjustments to your messaging, right? So instead of maybe doing in-person consultations, you can do virtual consultations and focus on helping couples navigate through being in the same space together. Because my wife is kind of not super excited that I'm home every day between you guys and me, for real. So there are certain dynamics that this whole situation has changed. So for like a relationship coach, just change your messaging, change your perspective, change your messaging, change your services, and you will be able to have some success. You will be able to better communicate, or your message will resonate with your audience. If you're a chef or a cook, you can create recipes that are specifically to help moms navigate the fact that they may not have access to groceries, how to make 5-minute meals with the easy to use stuff in your cabinet, or how to use everything, how to use simple ingredients to make a gourmet meal, right? Just shift your thinking a little bit. You can just make adjustments. You have to pivot a little bit, but you can definitely use some creativity. So yeah, exactly. Debbie says adjust. So you have to make some adjustments, but you can do it, and it's very possible. You have to not, well, everybody's going to have the time now. The question is everybody going to try to be flexible? I feel like, because I have a lot of time to be with Devin every day. All right, so I created this checklist because if you're just trying to figure out the video thing, you might need to know the whole process. So this is what we call the I call it workflow. So you need to have a workflow before diving into the video production. So what does it start with? It starts with having an idea. What do you make your video about? Some brainstorming. Whenever Debbie can attest to this. So in the mornings, we would have a morning meeting when we worked in news where we'd all come together. We pitch our story ideas. So that's really a brainstorm session. All right. So you need to have a brainstorm session. You need to think about what you're going to create your content. Then figure out your equipment. Do you have a tripod, lights, mic, camera? Then you go into the script, your talking points. You got to figure out what you're going to say. And then get into your, what's the next one? Your shots. So what shots do you need to capture? What B-roll do you need to capture? All right, then you might want to think about your set or your background. Then what's the date and time you're going to shoot? Because like today, I had to know that I was going to go live at 9 p.m. That's when I scheduled to go live. That's when I told everybody. I emailed my list. I was like, look, I'm going live at this time, because you want to make your deadlines. Making deadline is the worst thing you can miss. Missing deadline is the worst. It's like a sin of video. So you want to make your deadlines. All right, then you have to figure out your video format, media management, which kind of gets in the weeds, but that is important. And then what other graphics, what other kind of music are you going to use? Lower thirds. And then if you're going to edit your video, who's going to edit? Now, editing is important because if you're recording a video and you don't edit it, I mean, you don't have to edit it, but I suggest you at least edit the beginning and end of your video. But maybe you have some B-roll, maybe you have some other takes you want to edit in there, or some jump cuts you want to make. You have to have some basic editing knowledge. If not that, you'll have to have someone you can outsource with who can edit it. Now, editing will take time if you're just getting started. So I say that'd be the biggest time suck of your video making process, because editing can take time, but you can do it if you keep it simple. And then how are you going to share your video? YouTube, video hosting, Facebook, etc. Now, I will say that going live is the fastest and easiest way to minimize editing or post-production, because once you go live, it is what it is. It's on the web. You don't have to do any editing because it's live, and it will archive your live stream just the way you record it. So that is a little tip for you there. All right. Now, what did I discover through my video challenges? It's helped me become a fearless storyteller. It's helped my students all over the world discover their confidence in a fraction of the time it took me. So what I discovered is 3 DIY video pillars, which I'm going to share with you just now. And I will say that at the end, I thought I had my affordable gear guide, which it might be, I might have forgot to include that. So I do have an affordable gear guide. I'll tell you how to get it. I'll share with you how to get it at the end of this. All right, so this is the video confidence formula, or the pillars of my video confidence formula. It is message plus gear plus R. I already gave it up. So M plus G plus R equals becoming video fearless. All right. Now, what does that stand for? The M is the message. What are you going to say? It's really important to figure out your talking points before you go live. So for me, I just had to put these slides together, and I'm just talking to the slides. But if you're doing a video, you might want to write down some talking points. If you're going live, you might want to write the big picture ideas that you're going to cover, so you have it as a reference point. Don't worry about memorizing, but just have that information there. All right. Then your gear. Now, you need to have some basic equipment. I already shared that with you, but you need to have a camera, a mic, lights, and tripod. That's really important. That's the basic gear. And this is I think this is the slide where, okay, so this is the gear guide. I'm going to share this with you at the end. I'm going to share exactly how you can get this from me at the end of this presentation. But it has everything that I use in my mini studio setup. You can invest in, just follow this guide. Whether you have a mobile setup, there's some mobile gear here. There's also some home studio gear, and you can use this to really get started. And that's all you need. This isn't super affordable. This isn't super expensive either. This is all affordable. I'll say affordable versus cheap, because cheap equals it's going to break fast. And all the equipment that I have, none of it's broken, like, because it works. But it isn't super expensive either. This isn't like, a $500, $600, $700 camera. It's just an affordable webcam. It's just using what you have, your smartphone, which you already have a $1,000 camera if you have a smartphone, right? All right, so that's the gear. And next, you need to have a routine. And a routine is a consistent time to practice, because practice makes proficient. Practice will build momentum. You're not really going to get good if you don't do those basic things, all right? Now, with that, I said I didn't want to take a whole lot of your time. But I will guarantee that if you follow my steps, you will never feel any video pain. You will never feel any pain, any real pain after recording a video. You might feel some uncomfortable. It might be uncomfortable for you. It might be uncomfortable the first, second, or third time, but if you keep doing it, you're going to get better. And I have my son who's an example. That's a promise that I'll make to you. This is Devin. He was about 4. I think he was about 3. He was about 4 right here. And this is shortly. I think he just got home from the hospital. He was actually he's even playing baseball since t-ball, and I shared this story during my presentation last week, and the audience really liked it, so I'm going to share it with you now. So Devin, when he was at the batting cages when he was 4 years old, he had a helmet on, but he didn't have a mask, and he got hit right in the eye by a ball out of the pitching machine, and it fractured his eye, fractured his orbital, and it fractured his nose. All right, so Devin was really challenged. Like the year after that, he still played baseball, but he was very scared behind the plate. He was playing with the pitching machine, so he was terrified to swing. And so my wife and I, we decided that his baseball career was finished. All right, we were like, Devin, you're done playing baseball, because he didn't have, he wasn't performing. And so he took the year off during Pee Wee 1. I think in Little League they call it Pee Wee 1. But Pee Wee 2, okay, so Pee Wee 1 is when he struggled. So Pee Wee 2, he took the year off. But by rookie, which was also a pitching machine level, he decided he wanted to play baseball again. But Devin was, we call it old school Devin, because he was rusty. He couldn't catch, he couldn't throw, he couldn't hit. And he got really frustrated. Like his third or fourth, like the second game, he had a meltdown. And his coach, he just was upset, turned his back on his coach. He was upset, he was crying. And his coach said, look, Devin, you just need to practice. He's like, you just need to practice with your dad. Now, Devin thought that practicing with a tee, which is what his coach told him to do, just practice off the tee. He thought the tees were for babies, because he thought the tees were only for t-ball. But I happened to work with Ron Gant, who was a Braves baseball player. He played for the Atlanta Braves back in the day. And Ron said, look, tell Devin that all professionals, we hit off the tee, we soft pitch and we hit off the tee. That's what we do. And all of you parents who have kids who play baseball, you know about the tee work, and you know about soft pitching and all that, about getting their swings in, right? So once Devin started practicing with me, he started to slowly make improvements. And by his third or fourth game, he actually started to make contact. His team actually that year won the rookie championship for their little league. He's won a couple of championships actually, but his dream was to make the All-Stars and to make the travel team, which he was able to do this year. So there he is playing for the Smyrna Slammers. That's him in that blue uniform there. The red uniform was the season where he really struggled at first, but then he turned it all around. And Devin now is like a rock star. People talk all the time about how he's a great baseball player, but what did it take? It took him being committed to practicing and doing that tee work and taking those swings, right? So you just have to get committed to practicing to get better. And this is proof of Devin. This is his first. Now his baseball season did get suspended, but this is his first scrimmage game, and this is what he's doing now. All right, so he wouldn't be able to have that success though if he didn't do the work, if he didn't practice, if he didn't, put in that work. Now I promise you that you will never have the same pain. Making a video will not be painful. That is a promise to you. It might be uncomfortable at first, but it won't be painful as getting hit in the face from a pitching machine, all right? So at this point, if you have any questions for me, please feel free to ask. But in the meantime, if you do want that affordable gear guide, I promise I will send that to you. If you are interested in scheduling a 15-minute strategy call with me, there's a link right there. It's videofearless.co/confidence call. All right. And I will send you that affordable gear guide that I created. If you book a 15-minute strategy call with me, we'll dive deep into some of your challenges. I'll come up with a strategy to help you solve it. Because that's what I do. I help folks with the easy DIY tech solution for the video setup, as well as help you just get over your fears of making videos. All right. So that is it. I want to know if this was helpful for you, though. Did this information help you out? Hopefully it was. I'm planning to go live with a different lesson every night this week right here in the group. So I have plenty more. Don't think that this is the only lesson I'm going to share with you. I have plenty of other. I can create a whole training off of pretty much each talking point in this presentation, which is what I plan to do. So come join me tomorrow evening, same bat time, same bat channel. I have another great lesson for you. But think about this. All right, we can't. Okay, they say the in-person meetings are the best way to connect with people. That's almost out the door now. We almost are to the point where, depending upon where you live, the government does not want us to really gather socially because they want to stop the spread of this situation. So what can you do? Well, you can make videos to connect with people. So just get a little bit creative. Step outside the box. Tell stories, right? Storytelling is really important. I deleted the slide that gets into storytelling. All you have to do is have a story, weave some emotion, and provide a solution. And you can create those connections, start building that relationship, start building that rapport. All right, so let me hop in here. All right, I see Kim, Debbie, awesome. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Debbie, for all your comments. I appreciate you sincerely. I wish I was going to come down to Tampa for the reunion, but I think that I'm going to table that now that it's just not a good idea to fly, I don't think. So I think the reunion was coming up like in a couple weekends at Fox 13, but I think I'm going to skip it. So maybe next year. All right. So yeah, but hopefully this was helpful. Remember, schedule that strategy call with me. And I love to provide some solutions for you. I love to help you out. I love you to start making videos because I know that the uncomfortableness your mind will kind of talk you out of it because it is a little bit uncomfortable. But you have to, it got canceled. I had a feeling it was getting canceled. So no, nothing ventured, nothing missed. All right, because I was on the fence about it anyways. Oh, they are rescheduling? Okay, well, keep me posted with that because I might come out if they reschedule it like later on this summer or something because I do want to come out and see all my news folks out there in Tampa, Florida. With that, I'm going to call it a day. I appreciate all the comments, all the interaction. If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to get updates when I post videos like this. I'm planning to, if you'd like to join my Facebook group, it's the Video Confidence Accelerator. So join me there. But wherever you find me, remember, you can make videos. You can get video fearless. It isn't super hard, but you just got to learn the techniques. You just got to get outside your comfort zone, all right? So with that, I'm going to end it. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Remember to schedule that strategy call with me right under 30 minutes, too, which is awesome. Talk to you all soon. Peace.